Hi, it's a double video special. I'm just recording this after recording my Warriors video. So I only got the thought to do this video as I was recording that video because, as you mentioned, I haven't made a video about football in a while, and I just want to give my thoughts on so far what's going on in the Chiefs off season. So obviously we have that big debate on like, oh, who should we keep, Chris Jones or L'Jarius Sneed? And like, obviously, I mean, I posted about this to the subreddit. You guys probably didn't see that because, you guys don't know what my fucking subreddit is. But I think we should keep Chris Jones. Obviously, we should try to keep both of them, because they're both magnificent defensive players. But obviously, I think we should keep Chris Jones. Like, Sneed, he's great. He's obviously, he's fucking magnificent. Probably the best cornerback in the fucking NFL right now. But and like, I feel like Chris Jones, like his presence is like not like talked about as much because he's a D lineman. I mean, like most people don't really pay attention to the line of scrimmage much. They're always like they're basically like, oh, here's the quarterback. Oh, he's gonna throw it out to this wide receiver. Oh, what's going on? But like they don't understand like how the O line and that D line is so important because if the O line fucking collapses, the quarterback's fucked. Like Chris Jones is very good at that. Like if you paid attention to the Super Bowl, on his 4th and 4, like I believe it was in overtime. It was like the 49ers' last drive, like play in overtime. It was like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4, yeah. And like Purdy was about to make the third. They're like at our end zone. I thought it was gonna be fucked. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna get a fucking touchdown. But then Chris Jones, fucking breaks through the O line, just goes running at fucking Purdy, and then Purdy's forced to throw away the ball, and they have to settle field goal. That was the most crucial fucking drive because because of that they had to settle for a field goal. We knew we needed a touchdown. We won the game. So I feel like Chris Jones is a great D lineman. He's big. He's good at breaking up that fucking O line, putting pressure on the quarterback, and so that's very important because if you put pressure on the quarterback, he's gonna fuck up the throw. He's either gonna get sacked, he's either gonna fuck up the throw, or he's just gonna throw away the ball. So and like that is all very important for us. So like Chris Jones, and like I felt not only that, but he's so good. Like bring morale to like the D line and the entire D field. Like in my opinion, Chris Jones is the face of our defense, and like. He's like the leader of our defense. He's very important when it comes to like, maintaining the defense. So I feel like he plays like a much more like spiritual, more important role than like Sneed does. I mean, Sneed, he is great, but I just feel like Chris Jones is more important. Obviously, like I believe that if Sneed is traded, obviously Trent McDuffie, he's just like the second best cornerback in the NFL. He's probably gonna be like, okay, it's just me now. I gotta step up, and like McDuffie's great. It's like McDuffie will probably elevate his skills as well and really plays best when he knows that Sneed isn't there to like do it. So yeah, obviously I would prefer to keep both Chris Jones and Sneed, and I believe that we have franchise tag Sneed, but like he's still being looked at for trades. He's still open for trades. So yeah, and something else major that happened was we cut Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and like. I personally, it sucks because obviously he did clutch in the playoffs. He helped seal that Ravens victory, made 2 amazing catches in that in the Bills game, and he got us one of the touchdowns in the Super Bowl. And like it sucked, seeing him like go. But like I feel like what happened was like I feel like maybe they wanted to make a deal with him to like lower his salary for him to like. Be there, and maybe he didn't want to take it because, he's played in the NFL for a while. He's not like some rookie guy, so maybe he didn't want to take that deal. So therefore, it's kind of already just outright cut him because, maybe he was taking up too much cap space. But I do feel like, even though he did clutch up in the playoffs, like, he obviously didn't, he had his problems in, like, the regular season and all that shit. So, like, I can completely understand why we cut him. Obviously, we need the cap space because, cutting MVS, gave us, like, what, $12 million worth of cap space that we can use, like, try to figure out how to keep Sneed and Chris Jones. And like it's not only that, but like I believe, like I read an article, I don't know if it's true, but like they're trying to restructure, Mahomes' deal. They're trying to lower his cap limit. So I believe it's like what 50 to 60 million right now. It's fucking huge. I think they're trying to lower it by like 20 million or like a lot, to like help like, maintain like the other talent such as Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed. So I feel like overall cutting MVS was a good thing. I hope, he goes somewhere, maybe he'll go somewhere else, somewhere where people need him more, because he's good in playoffs, I'll give him that, but, like, it just sucked that we had to see him go, especially after what he did for a team in the playoffs. So, yeah, that's basically, like, the 2 big things that I've been paying attention to this offseason. Andy Reid got an extension, I believe, and like his fucking salary went. I think he's like what the highest paid coach in the NFL right now. It's crazy. Reasonably so. Like Chiefs are a fucking dynasty now. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say about like what's going on in the offseason so far. I haven't been keeping up too much track, embarrassingly. But like obviously overall I do think we should keep Chris Jones over Snead because I do think he plays a more important role. And while I do think it sucks to see MVS go, I feel like it was a wise decision. And I am genuinely surprised that we have not cut Kadarius Toney yet. Like when the fuck is that gonna happen? I mean maybe the dude's not thinking of that much cap space, but we need to cut that guy. I mean, it's unfortunate because, like, you know, he did so good in, like, 2022 season. Like, I'm not going to forget that fucking Super Bowl punt return. He basically set up another touchdown for us, but, you know, he probably left his fucking hands in that Super Bowl. Because, like, you know, he fucked up that Lions game. He fucked up that Bills game. There was that interception in the Patriots game that led to a touchdown. Like, Tony is just not who he used to be. And, like, his best days are behind him, so... Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't cut him yet. I'm surprised we didn't cut him before MVS. But maybe it's just because we needed the cap space. So, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in my thoughts about the offseason. Peace out.